Okay, William Clark Green, the first senior.
That's right. There is a William C. Green in our family, but it's not Clark.
Okay.
So, it's actually nameless for 2 weeks outside the hospital.
What?
My dad is a doctor, and my mom and dad could not agree on a name, and so they let him leave. They let me leave out of the hospital because you're not supposed to leave the hospital without a name. It's highly illegal. Since my dad is a doctor, he knew all the doctors, and so he said, well, me and my wife can't think of a name, and so my uncle called my dad, and he was so upset that he found out, through letters. This is back before email. He found out through letters that I was nameless. Any suggestions would help, and he called and said, what do you think about William Clark Green? My dad was like, on the phone, Terry, what do you think about William Clark Green? She's like, I like it.
And that was it.
That was it.
Then they stamped your little foot and put it on the birth certificate.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got my birth certificate a few weeks later, I guess.
So how long you been doing this, man? I mean, you're somewhat new to the scene, but not that new.
I've been taking it seriously for 8 years, like week in, week out, priority numero uno,
Yeah.
But been writing since 8th grade, playing bars since freshman in college, So, but I count 8 years. I feel like this is year 9, coming on year 9.
Your first year at Medicine Stone?
Yes, and it's so awesome.
Tell us about your experience so far.
It's been great. It's a little hot. When we showed up, it was nice. It was really nice about 2 o'clock.
Well, it was nice-ish.
And then it got hot.
It was nice-ish.
But it's great. The rivers, I had no idea it was a river-top festival. People were floating and drinking and swimming. And
it's beautiful here.
It's amazing, man. I'm from East Texas, so I fit right in. This looks like East Texas to me.
Does
Except
it?
a little nicer, yeah.
Well, probably not as many pine trees, although we do have some pine trees here.
But we don't have as many pine trees, and it's not as it's more muddy down there. It seems like everything is really red dirt in East Texas, clay, and everything's really muddy. The rivers are very muddy, and these rivers look nice and clean, and it's kind of like East Texas but nicer.
Man.
Live Record's out.
Live Record's
It's out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's the Green Hall.
Yeah, live at Green Hall. It'll be out.
Of course, when this airs or whatever, it'll
be out.
It's already out,
Yeah, it's already
and
out.
it is called
Live at Green Hall. William Clark Green, Live at Green Hall.
How'd you come up with that name?
Yeah, I like it. I got a ring to it.
Live at Green Hall. It was filmed or recorded at John T. Floors.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. I don't know how funny they would find it.
They
but
wouldn't find it funny.
We
at
would all laugh.
Exactly. Ooh, I just got to breathe.
And,
that felt nice.
I know, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to pour some more water on the hot rocks there. We're losing our sauna feel in here. Yeah. This is like hour 102, and it is 102. In here.
It is 102. It's
Oh,
hot.
my goodness.
It's definitely hot.
Hey, man, who were some of the guys that you looked up to in this red dirt scene when you were growing up?
Growing up, man, the guy, my go-to guys, Willis Allen Ramsey was my first. Guy Clark was definitely up there. I found out him second, him and Lyle Lovett. And then I started branching. Then I found out once I found out who Lyle Lovett was, I found out about Robert O'Keen, or maybe it was vice versa. I can't remember. And then once I found out Robert O'Keen, I found out Pat Green and Ragweed, and then, and then Stoney, and then Randy, and then it just kind of, and now.
You go up the ladder, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or down the ladder, or down the, I don't know, however you want to say it. But yeah, now it's everybody. I'm a fan of everybody, I remember one of the first albums I bought was Boland's Pearl Snap shirt, record.
You and a lot of other people.
Yeah, it was one of the first records I bought. It's a great record. Had an CD player for forever.
Yeah.
When you look at this lineup that we have this year here at Medicine Stone, who's somebody that you would like to tell all the people that are listening and watching this right now to look out for?
Well, Shane Smith. Shane Smith and the Saints. Those guys are killer.
Yeah.
They're killer. They remind me of Turnpike, and a lot of good ways, but they're different enough to differentiate themselves away from it, and they're so talented, man. They're killer band.
Yeah, that Geronimo album.
And Mike and the Moonpies, obviously.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't looked at the entire lineup, so I know who's playing today. Johnny Burke's playing today. He's awesome. Great
He's
songwriter.
hilarious too.
Yeah, great songwriter, great guy. But I haven't looked at the whole lineup. I'm sure I could talk for a long time about who to listen for.
So you feel very honored to be at this?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to do this. This was something we called and we're like, hey, we'd like to play.
Right. Well, I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I meet new bands all the time and stuff, and I talk to them, when I can, and that's something that's come up. They're like, man, we can't wait to play Medicine Stone, or we'd like to play Medicine Stone.
I'm understanding why everybody
Yeah.
said is talking about it. I don't think I heard about it the first year they did it, but I definitely started hearing about it the second year they did it.
Yeah.
That means it was that much fun.
Yeah.
So you hear first year festivals, you don't hear about it. That means they weren't. But if you start hearing
Yeah.
more and more about it, it means it's pretty
And now
cool.
this year they've added a third stage.
Pretty cool.
So you don't add a third stage when you're on your way out.
Right.
All right, man. Hey, what's the website?
WilliamClarkGreen.com.
That's so simple. That
There
is
it
so
is.
simple. Okay,
Just like
man.
that.
Well, like his Facebook stuff and check out the live album, Live at Green Hall,
Yeah.
that is out.
It's out. It's
Thanks.
fun too. It's a fun record to do.
Oh, man, I know. I'm
Hopefully-
happy for you, dude.
Hopefully first of many live records. Thanks for bringing action figures.
Yeah, we got Lando Calrissian and Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper because I'm not really a nerd, but I'm a nerd for Star Wars. So
I like it.
a little
It's awesome.
home, taking a little home with me here. Yeah, man. Okay, cool, man. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.